Everybody knows I'm dance with the harlots and the heroin.
Hey everyone, it's your boy Zach Exotic, and this is the inaugural episode of LTS, which means Let's Talk Shit. It's going to be the first episode of many where I kind of just address subjects you guys want to hear about, or I address what I've done the past few days, or what I'm getting ready to do. It will have something to do with music. It will also have stuff to do with sports and movies and TV shows, everything else. So, thank you for tuning in, and let's get this thing kicked off. First, I'd like to go over 90 Day Fiancé. If you are bored during quarantine, you can binge through this show. The best part about this show is that there's like 75,000 variations of it. There's 90 Day Fiancé, What Now, Quarantine, Before the 90 Days, the original 90 Day Fiancé. There's 9 trillion more, I'm sure, that I'm missing. But it's a great show if you aren't familiar with it. It's about sad people in America who reach out to people who are not in America because they've given up on ever finding love in America. A lot of them are people that you're just like, yeah, this makes sense. And a lot of them are like, this is damn near mail order bride situation. But either way, you get invested in these people's lives and you follow them from America to wherever country they're going to try to find these people. Then once they find them, they try to, for one, hopefully they'll agree to marry them. Then they get the K-1 visa started, which is basically the spousal visa so they can come over and get married and get citizenship in America. So on this season, there's this little turd man named Big Ed. He's maybe 3 feet tall. He's a squeaky little turd. And he's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to television. Top 7, but much like many other car wrecks and train wrecks and all other things, you can't turn away. He is trying to be in a relationship with this girl named Rosemary, and I'll be damned if she doesn't have the personality of a fucking rotten potato, but you start feeling bad for her because he's such a bitch that, he's so culturally insensitive to her situation and her area that you start, almost feeling bad for her, but at the same time, you're like, well, she's clearly milking this little no-neck turd to get to America. So it's just, it's a situation where you just want to feel for somebody, have a side, but you can't have a side because, one, it's this just absolute piece of little trash garbage from San Diego who's just crying and whining. He's in his 40s or 50s. I think he's in his 50s. And he's denied his relationship with his daughter, who lives in America from his previous marriage. He's basically I don't want anything to do with you because I want to fly out and, basically buy this little Asian girl for, X amount of thousands of dollars and have her fly over here. And it's crazy because the girl, the little Asian Rosemary, is, I think, 6 years younger than his actual daughter. It's definitely watch it. It'll make you appreciate basically everything in your life. There's no one that I know, because I know a lot of lonely people, especially in the music industry. People are just sad pieces of shit most of the time. But I don't know anyone this lonely or sad, so it'll really make you appreciate your life. It's amazing. Also, I'm going to do more episodes that further go into 90 Day Fiancé, but that is kind of a little kickoff. It's unbelievably bingey. You can just binge and cringe simultaneously all the way through, hours and hours of content. And then they do something that's pretty amazing called Pillow Talk, and it's the exact same show you just watched. You watch previous contestants and previous people on the show, not contestants, I guess. No one wins in this goddamn show. But previous people that were on the show, watch the show from their beds, and they talk about it, they comment on it like a live stream almost. And it's amazing. Like, you would think that it's like, oh, I just watched an hour show, I don't want to watch it again. But you do, because you watch it, and then you watch the pillow talk, and it's equally, if not more, entertaining sometimes. So, definitely check those out. It'll keep you busy. Also, it wouldn't be quarantine unless I addressed the massive amount of TP. So, this is what the world has gone crazy over. It's essentially very thin paper for those of you not in the country and just use like your hands or something. Apparently, that's, higher currency than gold. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me because, most people who are stuck at home, if they're pooping and pooping that much, just take a shower. It's in your bathroom. Most of the people in this country, I'm not going to say all, most of the people watching, I'm from the United States of America, most of the people in the U.S. have functioning and running water. Even during this quarantine, no one's like, man, the problem is I don't have plumbing. Yes, we all have it. If it's that bad, just take a shower. Come on, people. I don't know. So I would like to address two other TPs that actually matter to me as a person. Growing up, this was a major influence on me. This is the original TP himself, Teddy Pendergrass. I actually got the cassette tape of TP, it's called TP, by Teddy Pendergrass from my great-grandmother. And I don't know why she had it. She seems like she would never have listened to this. But I wore that tape down. Literally. He already sings low, but it's looks like another love TKO. And but by the time I was done, there's no tone anymore. Just kind of what's his name from the Goonies? Rocky Road. That. That's basically how we were operating at that point. Another great TP, and those of you who know me know that I'm a big fan. You got Tom Petty, Senior Thomas Petty, TP. If you ever notice on the back of the albums, just refers to himself as TP. I personally would enjoy this more than toilet paper. Once again, running water. But since the world has gone to the shitter, no pun intended, we've got to deal with that. So, once again, we got a little TP. OG TPs. I would like for all of you guys who are stocked up on TP or either don't have TP, go find those TPs, the ones I just showed you. Teddy Pendergrass, Tom Petty. Those are the kind of TPs that'll get you through this. Let's say you're bored with a significant other. Listen to Teddy Pendergrass. Let's say you're feeling angsty and, just want to get through life. Pop on some Tom Petty. That's good stuff. It's great music. Tom Petty, I feel like, was my version of a Bob Dylan-esque person. I don't mind Bob Dylan. He's fine. But he wasn't really anything in my lifetime. In my lifetime, Tom Petty was the one telling stories. The same, so he filled that void for me. I enjoyed Bob Dylan as much as I enjoyed the Beatles. But the thing is, I wasn't alive when the Beatles were doing anything. So, if anything, I like Wings and freaking Paul McCartney solo stuff more than I like the Beatles. Oh my god. Do I do music and I don't think the Beatles are my favorite band? No, because I was not alive during basically any of it. But, I digress. This show, I will be taking subjects from you guys, much like I do with my my requests show. I will be taking subject matters that you want me to research or discuss for you guys, and then I'll say it. Keep in mind, most of this stuff will be poorly researched. It will be just off the dome. So if I'm incorrect, or you think I'm incorrect, make sure you comment the proper version of whatever. I'll appreciate it. You'll appreciate it. Obviously, I'll give you a thumbs up or whatever, just to, kind of, show solidarity that we are all together in this. Okay. I would also like to discuss people's favorite albums. I mean, obviously, if you watch my videos, I have a ton of albums. I love music. I'm constantly trying to find new things that intrigue me. It's not that I don't find new things. I want to find new things that intrigue me, which is harder because I'm a jaded old man now. Like, if you give me just some generic band that had, like, one song that was in the background of freaking, I don't know, some generic TV show, like, oh, this song was during a commercial break of Riverdale or something, I'd be like, okay, cool. They have one song. It's kind of catchy that came out in 2014. I've got nothing against those bands. I would love to be one of those bands. But the thing is, that hasn't intrigued me. So I want you guys to, in the comments as well, just post your favorite record, like your favorite album. And maybe it'll be something new. Maybe it's something we can discuss. But definitely do that. I've been on a weird grunge kick lately. Like a lot of 90s and 80s, basically Seattle bands. So I've been doing that a lot lately, whatever. I would also like to discuss today why, like I have my notes here, it just says, why Luke Bryan, and has a question mark. I was recently asked to do a show of covers at a place that's predominantly country. I live in the south in Georgia, and so I was asked to do a cover of of country songs. So I'd never heard Luke Bryan before. I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure he sings like a Country Girl Shake It For Me song, because I'd heard the clip of it, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out. He's unlistenable. Like, I don't know how you people have found a way to put him on like the top of the charts, but he's unlistenable. And the thing about it that blows my mind is he's not exceptionally attractive, and he's not talented, and he doesn't have a good voice. So, like, it's weird to me because sometimes you can get away with one or the other. Like, you can be kind of just jacked up looking, but have an incredible voice. And you're like when Adele came out, everyone's like, she's kind of cute. And then, but her voice was infectious. People loved the songs. Same with Lizzo. It's like, they came out to like, you go girl, which just is like the most fucked up thing to say to someone. You're doing great. Oh my God. Empowered. Haha. No. The thing is, her songs are great. She's a good artist. It's not for me to look at. So, it's not that I even have anything against her. I think she's probably fine looking. But you get the idea. Like, you gotta have something that stands out and above and beyond. Like, one of my favorite bands of all time are the Pixies. So, Frank Black, and basically the whole band, they're uglier than shit. Like, and they write some of the greatest music I've ever listened to in my life. And they came out in the 80s. It was, an era of glam. Like, you either had your glam metal, your Robert Palmers, all these people that are so, like, everyone was kind of polished. And then they came out, and they were uglier than shit. And the deal is, you have to earn your way with great music. They earned their way with great music. I love the Pixies because they are phenomenal writers. They're phenomenal. Like, his voice fits his music. It's perfect for what he's doing. Do I think he is the greatest rock voice of all time? No. But it's perfect for what he's doing, and the writing is just amazing. So this is what blows my mind, and why I guess I'd written why Luke Bryan. He doesn't write his own songs. Like, I was looking through, it's like Writer or some other piece of shit dude from Nashville, I'm sure. It's like, you don't write your own songs, then why are they so bad? If someone else is writing, like, if I didn't write my own songs, let's say someone else wrote them, I would at least pick songs that are good. Like, the songs that he picked, I finally heard the Shake It For Me Country Girl song, whatever. He's like kind of talk rapping. And it's all country girls. And it's like almost a tone that's so bad that, like, it makes you question everything that's ever happened in your life. Maybe that's why. Maybe people want to be, like, introspective, and they're like, you know what? I really am having it too good today. I want to question everything that I've ever done in my life. I'm going to listen to some Luke Bryan right now and drink cheap beer. No, because the thing is, these modern country people don't drink cheap beer. They sing about drinking cheap beer, but he's probably sitting around drinking a Stella Artois or some nonsense, and, you know, with a little gold rim around it, like, oh, haha, country girl, shake it for me. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I grew up listening to actual music of misery from people who legitimately grew up in the country. Not some guys like, my daddy bought me a big truck when I was in high school, and I was a quarterback, so now I get to be a country singer. Like, no, get out of here. Like, I have to say this. I respect his success. And a tip of the MAFA to you. But, what the fuck, man? Like, I mean, and this isn't for him. All the power in the world to him. I'd like to hang out with him. Like, I bet he's a cool dude. I've actually heard from some of my friends that are in the industry that he's awesome. But it's just, what happened? Like, what's going on here? You know, I don't get it. But yeah, we'll go further into my don't want to say disdain, but more confusion with modern country in another episode. So, we've made it this far. I would like to address my new album, Blood Money. Nobody watches these videos. I know that. These videos are basically for me, and if you guys chime in at all, it's just, like, amazing for me. I get excited when you guys watch them. See how jacked up my room is? All around me? I would like to fix that. We made that agreement several videos ago that if I had 3 videos reach over 200 plays, I would completely redo the office. I'd already kind of redone it since then, but I want to clean it up, and I don't want to reward you guys, the 4 people that watch. I don't want to reward you guys for not making it to 200 plays. Like, I mean, that sets a bad precedent, and then you guys can all think you're country singers. Like, that's what I feel like. That's what I think happened. I think they were probably told by their parents and teachers, like, hey, you know what? You didn't quite do well enough, but here you go. Here's a country platinum album. You know? Oh, you didn't write the songs? Who cares? Here. Oh, you're singing all this stuff about the heartache and how you and this and this and really, like, tugging on people's heartstrings, and then you see credits written by some other guy that's sitting in a basement somewhere. Oh, okay. Thanks for making me feel for you when it's actually some other guy's story. Cool. But yeah. Once we get to 200 plays on 3 videos, we will go into the complete clean and revamp mode, which I am very much looking forward to. I also want to say thank you to the handful of people that comment and watch these videos. It's amazing. These LTS episodes, I'm going to actually start getting other musicians and my friends in. We're going to talk about, you know, sports. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about everything. Comedy. Our favorite comedians. Things like that. So, definitely thank you guys for listening. My album, Blood Money, will be out in the next couple months. It is going to have 10 tracks. Let's go through here. The first song, Blood Money. Second song, Lie to Me. Third song, Hateful Nurturer. Fourth song, The Table Read. Fifth song, Take a Bow. Sixth song, Hey Mary. Seventh song, Sometimes When It Rains. Eighth song, Shiner. Ninth song, Scaring the Children. 10th song, I promise you that. And since you guys are a few and a proud amount of people who actually listen to this, I will inform you that there is a hidden track on the album. After the 10th album, if you let it play through, there will be a song, and it's called Cut Anchor. So definitely check it out. I mean, the title may change. These are all kind of just working titles, but definitely check all those out. And thank you so much for listening. Make sure to pick up your Make America Feast Again hats. They'll be $15. You can get it through my website or just direct message me. You also don't have to do it in red. If you want to have this hat made in any color, shoot it to us and we can see what we can do. We'll have your basic palette of colors. Thank you guys again, and I hope to see you very soon.
Everybody knows